Hey guys, this is Kaiser. Welcome to my first part of my DPS guides. In this episode, I'd like to talk about rotating trinkets. Many players don't care about rotating trinkets, they just have them in their utility belts and use them randomly without any sense or logic. But the difference between a good DPS and a poor DPS can be determined by a good trinket rotation, besides other reasons such as loadout, comp performing, or positioning yourself in the map. And in this video I will try to give some logic and sense to the trinket rotation I'm using while DPS. And for explaining this, I've chosen 3 trinkets: Central City Trinket, Seasonal Trinket, and FOSS or DLC 8 Trinket. And the main reason of this choice is because those trinkets don't share cooldown with each other. As you can see in this template I've drawn, there are 3 rows and each row belongs to a trinket. Also, there is a timeline going from 0 minutes to 10 minutes and it's divided in intervals of 20 seconds each. So we are going to simulate a boss fight of approximately 7 or 8 minutes, which I believe is more than enough. At the bottom of the image you will find how I'm representing the trinket states. Blue color means in use, red color means in cooldown, and green ready to use. So let's get started. We are going to simulate, for example, the beginning of a boss fight. A boss fight shouldn't take longer than 6 or 7 minutes, so for maximizing our DPS for those minutes, I suggest using the trinkets as follows. The first place, at the beginning, we start using the FOSS or the DLC 8 trinket. The effect of that trinket is 20 seconds with a cooldown of 2 minutes. And after that, in second place, the Seasonal Trinket. Same as before, it is a 20 seconds buff and a 2 minutes cooldown. So after the first 40 seconds, our 2 first trinkets are in cooldown and the effect is gone. So now it's the time of using the Central City Trinket. This trinket is a special trinket and it works on a different way. It is a 5 minutes cooldown trinket, but it remains active for almost a minute. In that minute, we can recharge the damage buff a few times. We will recharge the damage buff every 20 seconds, for maxing the time we are going to get buffed. So, we use the Central City Trinket and after 20 seconds we recharge it again, and after another 20 seconds we use the last charge. By doing that, on the first 2 minutes of the boss fight, we are going to have our stats boosted for 1 minute and 40 seconds. And as I said before, the trinket starting is really important in order to get the maximum DPS possible. After the first 2 minutes, the FOSS or the DLC 8 trinket will be ready again. And just when the effect is over, the Seasonal Trinket is available again and we will use it. Once again, by doing this, in the first 3 minutes we have our stats boosted for 2 minutes and 20 seconds. And the next minute, all our trinkets will be in cooldown. We won't be able to use any of them. So we just DPS normally for that minute, but then at minute 4, once again the FOSS or the DLC 8 trinket will be ready to use. And after those 20 seconds, the Seasonal Trinket will be as well. Continuing with the timeline, for the next minute we won't have any trinket available, but since we started this boss fight simulation, we already used the Central City Trinket once, and the Seasonal and FOSS DLC 8 trinket 3 times each. So now, at this moment, we are at minute 520, remember that. Central City Trinket is available again, and as I explained before, we will get the stats boosted for a whole minute. After that minute, the FOSS DLC 8 trinket and Seasonal trinkets will be available too. So when the Central City Trinket is over, we go for FOSS trinket and then the Seasonal trinket. With this simulation we have covered an 8 minutes boss fight and should be more than enough for killing any boss in the game, in theory of course. Anyways, the critical part of this guide is how to handle the trinkets when we have the 3 of them ready to use. We need to have a special care in the order for getting the maximum benefit from them on the first 5 minutes of a fight. Also, another thing we need to get clear is when not to use trinkets. Do not use a trinket when the fight is going to take less time than at least half of the time of the trinket effect. If not, it will be a waste. For example, in the corridors and the raids, ads will burn very fast, so don't spam trinkets there, just to burn them some seconds faster. Maybe later at a boss fight you will regret and lose DPS when your trinkets are in cooldown. And for ending with this tutorial, here it is a fragment of Nexus Raid and how I rotate trinkets during the fight. Hope you like it, and see you soon!